Hi, and welcome to my playthrough of Mark of the Ninja. I've been wanting to play this game for quite a while now, and I played the first mission, but it's just a tutorial, and I reset my progress, so we should be pretty solid. There's also a DLC that I have, Dozen's Tale, but I might play that after the game if I want to. I'm not gonna worry about that right now. But I'm playing on Special Edition, which means that there are developer commentary poster card thingies throughout the game, and what I'm gonna do is read them all. So every time I find one, I'm probably gonna just stop whatever I'm doing and read it out loud, and that's how I'm gonna go about this. As far as reloading, that's the other thing that I was trying to think about when I did this. Is like, do I want to reload if I kind of mess up a level? And I'm gonna give myself a limit of 3 reloads per stage. If you think this is something I should change, then let me know what you think. But that's something that I've come up with. 3 reloads, and when I say reload, I mean reload from checkpoint if I fuck something up per stage. So that way I can't just go hog wild and feel guilty about it or something. So let's get right into it. I'm gonna be eating, so sorry if you hear that. Oh yeah, I forgot about this part. So this is who you play as. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, you. Don't you hear the bell? I'm here to help you. Rule number 1, don't get me killed.
Follow Aura. Here's the first one, so I'll go ahead and read it. Design commentary by Nels Anderson, lead designer. He's a pretty big maker in the game, so it should be interesting. Welcome to Mark of the Ninja Special Edition. Throughout the levels, you find small bits of commentary about the game. We wanted to offer a behind-the-scenes look at how the game came together, why certain decisions were made, antidotes, and basically whatever else we thought might be interesting. Designers, programmers, artists, audio, all chimed in on their part in creating Mark of the Ninja. Interact with these objects in the level to access each bit of commentary. Commentary can be turned on or off entirely in the options menu, and you can read any of the commentary via the pause menu. If you haven't played the game yet, there may be spoilers along various comments, so proceed with caution if that's something you're concerned about. Otherwise, hopefully there are some things of interest here, and thank you for playing our game. So yeah, that's the first one. And those will be everywhere, pretty much throughout this whole game, and I'll be reading them all, so that's what this playthrough will entail. Oh dear.
We got the one that ran away, sir.
That was one of us.
Captured now. Excellent. Stand down and get ready to leave at 15.
You're currently in the dark. Programming commentary by Brooks Miles, programmer. The bell is one of the first things you hear in the game, and it posed some unique challenges due to its location. This was one of only a couple locations where we wanted you to be able to see and hear through a wall, not allow the player or NPCs to move through it. At first we tried out a variety of ways of faking this, like having multiple sound emitters that we turned on and off, but eventually we just added a proper way of marking pieces of the world as transparent or transparent to sounds, mainly to make this bell work the way we wanted. Yeah. Also check out the background terrain real quick. Like this game. And you'll see a commentary. I looked at the commentaries to the first level, so I already know a bit about this, but just check out the way it moves. Like, what is that there, you know? I mean, it looks like a roller coaster, but I guess it's a tram. Like, even right here, pretty cool. Here's another one.
Wait, where's your sword? Stick to the darkness until you find one.
Got it. Audio commentary. Matthew Martinson, audio department. We went through a lot of voices before we found the right one for Aura. The rest we hit on right away, which included my Canadian-sounded guard, drawing from the actors we had used on previous games. But Aura took some time. We knew how important she was to the story and how her voice needed to be perfect. From all of the audition tapes, Lisa and Bailey, stood out to everyone, and once we heard her in the studio, we knew that she was Aura. And that's obviously the girl that we're currently walking with. Can't go up here.
Watch out. They're coming this way.
Now there is a point system in this game. And
Okay.
different things you
Keep
do give
moving.
you different points. And you can do a no-kill playthrough, mostly. Except for like quest line kills.
More of them.
So
Find a place to hide.
I would do that, but for this playthrough, honestly, I just want to have a bit of fun with it, and I'm gonna go as stealthily as possible. Obviously, with my 3 checkpoint system, but I'll also be killing. I might do I might spare some people here and there, but overall, I'm not gonna go out of my way. Programming commentary. Natham Johnson, programmer. For almost half the development of Mark of the Ninja, there were actually 3 movement types: sneaking, walking, and running. Sneaking felt, well, sneakier, but it was either confusing or was never used by our playtesters. There just wasn't enough difference between sneaking and walking. So we simplified to 2 distinct movements, walking and running. We still have an unused button on the controller for where sneak used to be.
Hold
See
up.
those banners?
Run.
We could
Never
totally
be able
sell
to
them
hear
to
it.
a gallery.
So I automatically
That'll
sneak,
make them look
basically,
even more authentic.
which is interesting. Okay.
Get under that ledge. From there, you can pull yourself up.
Oh yeah. And here, this is a secret. Design commentary by Chris Dallin, writer. We were planning to include collectible audio logs in each level, but we wanted to make them short. The game moves quickly, and a 30-second or more stretch of backstory would have felt too long. We came up with the idea of writing the audio logs as haiku, which would have been short and also a little enigmatic, giving the player a reason to reread them later on. I think it's pretty cool. You'll see what that means soon enough here. Voice of Hisumu. Each level has 3 scrolls that tell the story of the clan, so the history of the clan. Recovering them will grant honor, which can be used to acquire upgrades in between levels.
A history of the Hisumu clan, as written by its masters.
500 men lie. Vanquished before Tetsuji takes off his blindfold.
Could you hurry up? This place is giving me the creeps. It still feels like we're being watched.
Good thing you were out cold. Looks like they don't know you're alive.
Again with this
Keep it that
background.
way.
Pretty insane. I wonder if I can climb up there. If I can, it's not going to be easy. Oh, that's important. Oh yeah. The Hisumu save their swords until they can kill with one strike. This relic of the clan's founder has upheld this tradition for hundreds of years. The Sword of Tetsuji.
Now you're ready to kill. The beginning of the kill is like embracing the lover. The end, of course, is not.
So, I can get away with not killing this guy. And in fact, I'm going to. Just for right here. Just to, oh, no, I can't really easily. Let me think. Is that a gong I can use? No. Okay, I can't easily get past him without killing him stealthily. At the moment. That's a tricky thing. No, I'm gonna have to kill him.
Good work. But remember, You have to be quick to catch them.
And I can also hide the body, which gives me additional points. On score, I'm not 100% what does yet. I know there's probably... Oh god. I know there's a good reason to get it, but I'm not entirely sure what that is yet. Okay, who's this guy? Probably don't have to kill him, but I'll hide his body. So, it's not a hide. Can I put it in there? Oh, I can. Ooh. Also, keep checking out these interior designs. It'll come relevant in another commentary soon. Yeah. This whole playthrough will probably be just making comments about how the game works and looks and different ways that the design works. This is not going to be a totally immersive game playthrough, in the sense that we'll be looking at it from a interested future development point of view, perhaps, or just if you're interested in how the game works. Darts, basic bamboo darts, good for breaking fragile things and causing a distraction. They will not damage enemies, however. This is what I was looking
The
for
ink from
earlier.
her tattoo has honed your senses. Focus your thoughts, and you can freeze time in your mind.
Oh yeah. Hold on 1 second. So I can jump, press control, destroy those two things which open the door. I can also destroy the light, which also causes sound. That's what you're seeing. I can also use darts to hit the development commentary bits, which activate them. Art commentary. Aaron Bothillier, lead animator. I was having difficulty nailing down the ninja's design. We needed something iconic but not traditionally heroic, as his character can take on a variety of moral angles. In the bar one night, I was relating my frustrations to a good friend over a couple of pints. He suggested I look into a traditional Japanese tattooing. I remember this as a turning point because I was able to nail the design quickly afterwards. Many of our game design and story concepts fell out of it as well. Traditional Japanese tattooing.
If you need more
Interesting.
cover, you could always destroy the lights. But shattering one will make a loud noise, so be ready for them to react.
Probably gonna freeze it in midair here and see what I can do. Let's see. Well, I'll probably go ahead and grapple. And I'll just pass this guy by, I think. Although I don't get the undetected bonus. However, I do if I distract him, which I'll do ahead and do. And then hop on away. Yeah, see, I got 150 distraction bonus there. Now keep checking out this background. It's very cool. Light. Oh no, that's a secret. Almost missed that. I can take this guy right on in. That instant sneak bonus. Yeah, that's a lot of points right there. That's a gong, which I'm not gonna ring right now. Ooh, so this is one of the reasons I'm not doing a no-kill playthrough. First of all, I'm gonna distract him. And then they'll die. So I get the distraction bonus, and then they die. Oh, I didn't get the bonus. But, yeah, that's pretty cool. I don't believe I can hide the bodies. I tried this before. But I can get this up here.
We snap off a branch to make a weapon. But the tree must bear the wound.
I don't believe I went this way. Alright, another developer commentary. Design commentary by Jamie Shang, executive producer. This is a very big role in game design. So, in fact, it might be. Anyway, I'm not entirely sure. I remember a very specific point in playing the game where I was extremely frustrated how I couldn't understand when the guards could see or hear me. This was forcing me to play only on a surface level of understanding where I could only guess at the consequences of my actions. I was unable to plan anything complex. In my mind's eye, I recall a metaphorical switch in my head that made me go on a crusade to clearly delineate everything, from sound to vision cones, to what the current guard's state is.
We need
And
to
that's
make
what-
him look the other way.
That's what this is. I'm very glad he had that realization, because that's a pretty key point in this game. So, to make him look the other way, we're going to hit the gong. That'll be a very... Oh, also that gives me bonuses. I wonder when that begun. If there's a gong behind me, I don't want to miss it. I'm going to take a quick look behind and see what's going on, see if I missed anything. I don't think I did. Oh, there's a secret that I missed. Well, now that's interesting. Wait, didn't I already get this? Yes. I'm glad I looked behind. I guess we'll go all the way back. And that does not count as his eyes gongs. That's a small one. So don't worry about that. Okay, so I do have to go straight up through the entrance. Should be a bit risky, a bit tricky. And I can't do it. How am I going to want to do this? I could destroy the light. I'm
What are you
safer here.
doing? Were you gonna walk right up and say hi?
No.
Grapple to that tree and we can swing over them.
Yeah, I realize that. I'm gonna distract them both. And see what happens. So I got a distract bonus. They won't notice me. And they're gonna do it there. This is a bit risky. But that light's no longer a problem. Oh dear. Now that
You see something there?
is a bit of a problem. Let's go to this light as well. Control, I believe, allows me to look down. There's a key. Alright, for now I'm gonna take a little space. Look at them through here. Oh, I can. I believe this is the only way to get to them, so it's gonna be tricky. I have darts. In terms of tools, I have darts. And that's about it. Okay, he's back to his position. This is good, and there's no light now. This guy's walking this way. I'll wait for him to turn around. Okay. Oh dear. That's how it's done. I don't believe there's anywhere to hide these guys' bodies. Oh, I never took out this guy. I'll go ahead and do that. I seem to be clearing things out anyway, so. And no, there aren't any ways to hide the bodies. Pretty sure. That's fine. I don't believe that I can actually. I don't believe that the other guards will like discover their bodies and make an alarm, give me any deficits. I think I'll still get full stealth, even if I leave those bodies out. So it's not like other games in that regard. It's just a point bonus. I'm pretty sure. Oh dear.
Is someone there?
Woo! That was close. Let's go ahead and distract him. Second time. Okay, hopefully it goes that way. Good. That worked. That was a bit risky. Could have definitely seen me there. Let's see if we can hide his body. Maybe right here. Nah, it doesn't count. Probably because it's in light. I don't believe this. Yep, no way to hide our bodies here. Okay.
See that door? Don't open it yet. Just lean against it and try to sense what's on the other side.
Notice how our voice changes as I lean in. That's an interesting feature. Art commentary. Kelly Graham, environment artist. The tilling system we use for level art allows us to reuse all of the individual pieces we painted over and over again. Each chair or dish or plant is a single piece placed in the background, re-imaging the wall decor of rooms dozens of times using only the same art pieces. Definitely tested my creativity. That's what I was saying with the background art. And the interior background art. It's very cool looking, very interesting, and very original each time. And it's called a tilling system, I guess.
We do not fear death. Our lives have been cruel. The clan must always endure.
Take those out for no particular reason. Excuse me. Art commentary. Megan Shaw, lead environment artist. The tutorial takes place in a hidden ninja clan headquarters, but is surrounded by a busy city. I spent about a year and a half living in Tokyo, and my experience with the city definitely affected the way I thought about the ninja's clan base. Obviously, Tokyo is really busy, but I found that it was easy to find a quiet places in the middle of everything if you just know where to go. There is so much going on there that it is easy to hide stuff in the middle of everything. Now, this is one of the more interesting ones, I think. So I'm going to leave it open for a second while I non-discreetly eat my food. And the reason I like this one so much is because I can really think about how her experiences affected the background art. And it definitely shows. Just look at that. That is one example of a checkpoint redo. And that's the first one. Now this gong will only distract him. I could pass both of these guys up completely. Oh, I forgot I could. That's number 2. Unfortunately, that does count as number 2. I forgot I could do that. They don't actually teach you that you can do that until a little later, but you can still do it apparently. Now there is a way to get behind this guy without him. There we go. Okay. And I can hide their bodies, that's why I'm bothering. That's a lot of points. Now I believe I can get the distraction bonus in this guy as well. Which is quite worthwhile. That's another gong.
I scouted up